Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Blender thumbnails in today's video. So, the two things you're going to need is a PC and Blender. Those are just the two things you're going to need, and let's get straight into it. Blender. So, go in the description, you'll go to this, and if you're on a Microsoft or Windows device, they're both the same thing. Go to Microsoft Store and download Blender from there. Just download it from there and just agree to the terms of service. And if you're on Windows, Linux, or if you're on Windows, Linux, or Mac OS, download it from here. And just go through all the stuff. And you're going to download the forest.blend link in the description. It's most likely to say that it was blocked. I'm not. No. Okay. Then you're just going to want to download the ik.rig.blend. And then once you got that done, I just want to open up the forest. Alright. If you want to move around with WASD like me, you're going to press View, Navigation, Walk Navigation, right click that, and then you're going to right click that, assign shortcut, and press your left click. So now, whenever you left click, you have to hold it, and now you can move around with WASD. The cat is chewing on cords right now. And then you're just going to want to find a spot where you want to have your stuff, and you want to append downloads, and then if you already have a blend that you want to put in there, like if you already have one, then append that. And next I'm going to go to object, that, and then you're just going to press Gorilla Tag _ model and append that. And then, not only is your way of doing this, but it always will spawn over here. Alright, just press this right here and move it. There isn't really any easier way. I will see you guys after I've moved it over the area I want it to be. So now that we have him dragged over here, we're just going to want to click this over here and just, as Bull1, rotate it. So it's looking our way. And to pose it, you're going to press this, and then if you clicked on it, and over here, you press pose. And we're going to go over here and pose that. And now, hold shift and that to click stuff. Okay, so this is to move the torso. And this is to move the entire thing. And if both of them are moving for you, press, see, look, they're both moving now. Look. Just press this X up here, and only one of them will move. So usually what you want to do is, if you're going to be like holding something, kind of, put one of them over here like this, and boom, do that, and do that. So it's like that, and you're just going to straighten it, kind of. And then with the other hand, we're going to take, so each one of these are the fingers. Okay. So each one of these are your fingers. Alright. But you can only really move them with the rotate tool. And if you're kind of like holding something, like in this thumbnail over here, you just want to do this and do that. And then take the entire hand, bring it over here like this. Make sure that the entire rig is, or at least the hand, is touching the ground, okay? Also just won't look like it's from Gorilla Tag and stuff. Over here, right here. No. Right here is to if you click right here to rotate the entire thing. Also right here is to move it. So if we're gonna be holding it up here, we're gonna do that, and then also we're gonna rotate the wrist a little bit so it doesn't look like that. And if you want to wear like a cosmetic on your head, or if you want to change the color code, press on this, go down to this material, and then primary color. And then what you want to do, if you want a face like me, what you're going to want to do is what you want to do is have a holdable in here. So I have a hat, okay? And if you want it to be A to Z or Z to A, change it. And then just want to scroll. And for me, mine's the white fedora. Okay? Mine's gonna be the white fedora. So we're just gonna scroll down until I can find white fedora. Now, if you don't know what the actual thing is called, you may have to look it up and then download it right here. If it's not an FBX, it must be. And then you want to go back into Blender, File, Import, not Append, Import this time, FBX. And then you want to scroll down till you find the one that you want. Import it. It's going to spawn over here, just like all the other ones. And it should. Okay, they're just going to drag it all the way. Just going to drag it all the way over to whatever stuff is. Something else. And like, if you mess it up and you can't find it, just import it again. FBX, and find it again. If you lose it, it should be back over here, and you're just going to take it, drag it over to here. And now that should be right. And you might notice that it is purple. But before we fix that, you are going to want to drag it over and put it on top of your gorilla. Yes, that's what you're going to do. Just drag it over so it's perfectly on top. It obviously won't be perfect. It might take you some time to make it to actually like be. If you keep experiencing this, just click off of it and shift and click it. I just want to make sure it's on there correctly. There's like nothing going through it, kind of. Okay. Make sure it's like on center, kind of. It's fine if it's like kind of coming out in the back. It's like kind of coming out in the back, kind of. But that's fine. Because you should be only doing it from the front. And then to add a... You're also probably wondering how to get the face. Is what you're going to do is it should be down here. If it's not, make sure to click your gorilla rig, your gorilla model, and crap. That works. Okay, and then here's gonna press shading, and then this should pop up. And then over here, scroll all the way down until you find your Gorilla Rig. So no, you don't have to do that. You just go over here, go over here, and click on your rig. Click on your rig, and then crap. So what I do is click on your rig and drag whichever one you're using into here, and drag this color node to the face texture node, and make sure the face texture changes all the way up. Okay. And once you're done with that, you can go back to layout. And then to make your thing not purple anymore, go to the 6th and final link in the description. And you're just wanna, and if you have one that's always in the shop like mine, the Hatless one. But then if there's any of them that are not always in the shop, and if it's like a flashback or something, find it through these. But mine's one that's always in the shop. You're going to press download. It's going to scan for viruses and then download. And then what you want to do is click on your hat. Go down to material. Click right here where it says Hatless. And then basically what you want to do is make it this base color to an image texture. And here's one. Press this file thing, downloads, scroll, and then here's one. Hook up or whatever it was called. And open image, and then it should change your thing's color to the right color. And then now to add a camera, you're just gonna click add, and then camera, and then click this camera button to see where it is, and then view, camera to view. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Camera to view. You're just gonna come all the way over here, find it, and just do this. And then now you can leave the camera view. If you don't want to see the camera view, you can leave it. And then now, render image. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's going to say sample 2 out of 15. It's going to look a little weird. And if it's like dark in the picture, just go over here to render properties. Make sure this is on EV. And just change the exposure. And just change the exposure. And yes, it's going to look a little darker. But if you want to change that, turn up the exposure. And then render the image again. Okay. So we're going to render the image again. And now it looks brighter. But for me, it's too bright. So we're just going to turn it down a little bit until it's just perfect. Until it's perfect. Okay. And then you're going to click image while in your Blender render. Click image, save as, and then put whatever you want it to be called. Okay. I was going to get film. And then, and I know I said the last one was the final, but this one is the final. Okay, so you can save this now. This one is the actual final. So, and then the final one should have a link to Photopea. Okay, it's basically just free Photoshop. And take the thumbnail that you have, and then if your person is like holding something.
Russe sur l'Ukraine. Une nouvelle attaque qui porte à 50 le nombre de morts causés par les attaques de missiles balistiques et de drones ce mois-ci. Dans la capitale Kiev, une personne a été tuée selon le maire de la ville qui a indiqué que des
Okay, that was weird. I'm just gonna go to here and then open that, open the computer, open the thunder. And you should have these things over here. And then if you have something that you want your thing to hold, just pull it out of here. Like look, he's gonna be holding a blender roll. Make sure that this is on top. Also, really just won't show up. So make sure it's smaller. And if you want to get a bloomy effect, right click it, and then duplicate the layer. And then when you're there, make sure and then you just want to go up here, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And then you can put this up to anywhere between 90 and 80 and 100. And just change the opacity. See how that gives it like a dreamy, like, bloom effect? So that's how you make it. And then you also want to go to File, Export as PNG or JPG. I'm going to do PNG because those always look the best. This is what it should look like after. Now you may open it. And this is what it would look like. Hope this has helped you guys. See you next time.